Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I'm Pat Glasser-Shea, CEO and President of the YWCA for Nashville and Middle Tennessee. I am delighted that all of you could be here tonight to be with us to celebrate the 17th Annual Academy of Women of Achievement. The YW is fortunate to have many generous sponsors who help us with this evening's event, including our title sponsor, First Tennessee. We would like to thank our friends at First Tennessee in a very special way. So let's turn our attention to the ever-popular Gratitudes.
Each year we try to find a sponsor. This year it's nice to know you're there, 'cause you've said whatever it takes, we'll be there for a WA. Put your cash on the line so the YW still can shine. First Tennessee sponsor. For the third year we're thanking you for all the great things that you do. First Tennessee sponsor. You know we think that you're the best. We're thanking you above the rest. First Tennessee. 3 years you've been our title sponsor. Those years you've been our shining star. 'Cause each year you've given us dough, and for that we gonna love you so. Hey, you've really been there, and we want you to know that we care. First Tennessee sponsor. For the third year we're thanking you for all the great things that you do. First Tennessee sponsor. We know you think that you're the best. We're thanking you above the rest. First Tennessee. First Tennessee sponsor. For the third year we're thanking you for all the great things that you do. First Tennessee sponsor. We're thanking you above the rest. You know we think that you're the best. First Tennessee.
Thank you for your round of applause for the Gratitudes, Renee Lopez, Arthur Anderson, Connie Florence, and Vicki Carrero. We'll be hearing a lot more from them throughout the night. Good evening. I'm Nancy Jones, and I am honored to be the chair of the board of the YWCA for the second year. Tonight is a celebration of 7 remarkable women who share a passion for life and embody leadership qualities that make them role models for women of all ages. I would like to recognize the 2 women who made this evening a reality. Our AWA chairs, Brenda Wynn and Linda Eskin-Rebevic. I love to hand out the prizes. Brenda and Linda, please accept these gifts as a very small token of our appreciation for all the hard work over the past several months, actually more than several months, to create a wonderful evening for tonight. Please give them all a round of applause. You're welcome. Thank you. Our program will continue for any of you, and I see a lot of you here tonight who have been here before. Our program will continue after your first course, and dinner will be served immediately following the program. Now it's my pleasure to invite Billy Sanders to lead us in the invocation. Billy is a lawyer at Waller Lansden and my former law partner and a 2006 AWA honoree.
Thank you, Nancy. Good evening. Please bow your heads and your hearts. Oh, good and gracious God, thank you for allowing us to gather in this place to celebrate the gifted and resourceful women who will be inducted into the YWCA Academy for Women of Achievement this evening. The wonderful potential you have placed within us all has been realized in their lives in an extraordinary fashion, and we are grateful for this opportunity to call our community together to recognize their leadership and service, while at the same time supporting the meaningful work of the YWCA. Help us to harness the energy in this room to join forces with the YWCA to fulfill its mission to eliminate racism and empower women. May we be inspired, encouraged, and energized to continue our individual and collective efforts to eliminate barriers to opportunity and bring forth a new day of infinite possibility for productive lives for all people. Touch us as only you can, that we busy, hurried mortals might do your will and accomplish something of lasting worth. Bless the meal we are about to receive, that it may become positive energy for continued service. We pray this prayer as one people of many faiths, in the name of God. Amen.
At the YWCA, we know that both women and words have tremendous power. We pursue and embrace all women, and we choose our words, especially those that describe who we are and what we believe, very carefully. Our mission at the YWCA is to work towards the elimination of racism and empowering of women. And although our programs have changed over the past 100+ years to better meet the needs of women and children, our mission has remained constant and strong. Tonight, we are here to recognize 7 amazing women: Eileen Ketcher, Barbara Moss, Debbie Turner, Susie McClure, Fran Hardcastle, Bishop McKenzie, and Claire Tucker. These honorees were selected because they are the vision of the YWCA. It is relevant in their lives every day. These are the women who have helped other women create better lives for themselves and their families. These are the women who have stepped up when it was necessary to be a spokesperson for women who have no voice. And most importantly, these are the women who have pursued those things in their lifetime that are most important to the YWCA: a commitment to peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for all people. Tonight's event, with your support, helps us pay and provide the financial means for the programs and services we offer. The YW's Adult Education Program offers educational opportunities to hundreds of men and women every year. One woman, Jennifer, recently earned her GED. But more importantly, Jennifer learned for the first time in her life that she was smart. Her GED scores reflected what her YWCA teacher had been telling her: she could handle college. A mother of 4, Jennifer is now attending Nashville Tech. And the best part, thank you. And the best part of the story is Jennifer has given her 4 children a much better chance at graduating from high school. Because did you know that the #1 predictor of a teen's high school graduation is having a mother with her diploma? Thank you. Our Girls Inc. program offers girls in Nashville's toughest middle schools a chance to succeed despite their circumstances. With programming focused on pregnancy prevention, drug and alcohol prevention, and violence prevention, we offer alternatives to help girls stay in school and keep on track. Ashley, a 12-year-old, is one amazing example. With her mother working 3 jobs to support their family, Ashley pursues all the opportunities that we make available through the Girls Inc. program. This brave young girl, who every day has to maneuver bullies on her bus in order to get off her bus stop, has decided and declared to the YW staff that when she grows up, she's going to be a veterinarian and the coach of her future daughter's soccer team. One really amazing woman. The YW's domestic violence program annually provides over 14,000 nights of shelter to women and children in need of a safe place. On average, and tonight is no exception, we have between 45 and 50 guests who spend the night with us. One very brave woman, Rita, left her home, her belongings, and her life as she knew it to escape a violent relationship. With her babies in her arms, she called the Weaver Center and asked for a place to stay. Today, Rita has graduated from our shelter program and has joined our 12-month transitional housing program. She's working full-time, rebuilding her life, and protecting her family. She is learning and teaching her children what we all need to remember. Words matter. Women are strong, and real love does not hurt. On behalf of the YWCA board, staff, and the brave women that we serve, thank you very much for joining us this evening.
We are girls, we are strong, we are smart, we are bold, we are gifted, we are proud, we are valuable, We are capable. We are sisters.
Mary,
Donna,
Deborah, Billy,
Jerry,
Chris, Eleanor, Heloise,
Yvonne,
Ruth,
Amber, Lady, Sandy, Amy, Jade,
Joe, Annette,
Susan,
Ladana.
Ruth, Pat, Mary Lee.
Eugenia.
I'm an older girl.
And I'm a younger woman.
We're not girls over 50.
I've ever done this since I was in kindergarten, but I'm having a marvelous time.
I'm beautiful
I am beautiful
in every single way.
in every single way.
I am capable with or without a cape.
We are girls. We are strong. We are smart. We are bold. We are gifted. We are proud. We are valuable. We are capable. We are sisters.
If I could reach higher, just for one moment, touch the sky.
From that one moment,
From that one moment in my life, I'm gonna be stronger. I'm gonna be stronger.
I'm gonna be stronger.
What doesn't kill us makes us strong.
What doesn't kill us makes us strong.
Impact a girl.
Impact the future.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Leland Statham from the News Channel 5 Network, and I would like to thank the YWCA and the Academy for Women of Achievement for inviting me to be a part of this special evening. It's my understanding that only 2 men have hosted this event. Last year, I got to do it for my very first time, so I guess I did somewhat okay because I am back with you all tonight on a chill evening. Now, as Pat mentioned, the YWCA is a crucial pillar in our community. That video featured strong, bold women and girls of Girls Incorporated, the YWCA staff, and past AWA honorees. Tonight's program honors those women whose hard work and dedication have shaped the past, inspire the present, and steer generations of women to a brighter future. Over the 17-year history of the Academy for Women of Achievement, 85 extraordinary women have been recognized for their excellence. Would all the past honorees who are here tonight please stand to be recognized? We thank you for being here again with us tonight. At this time, we would like to recognize our platinum sponsors, so let's turn our attention back over to the Gratitudes.
Thank you, Lily. Okay, sisters and brothers, let's get down. Woo! Ow! What we want, baby, you got it. What we need, you sure do give it. Dollar General sure loving that dough that you give to us. General. Hey, baby, I'm thanking you. Dollar General, Dollar General. McNeely, Piggy Fox, you're the best. McNeely, Piggy Fox, you pass the test. But when we ask you just for a little PR for LYW, thank you for AWA. Thank you, MPFPR. MKK family, you gave us money. MKK family, we love you, honey. So we give you a thank you from AWA. Yeah, Mary, we thank you. Yeah, Mary, yeah, we thank you. And the Tennessee, sweeter than honey. And guess what? You gave us money. All we want to say is thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Yeah, baby, you give it to us. Yeah, we're thanking you. Thank you. Yeah, we're thanking you. SBO and SOR, platinum is what you are. SBO and SOR, now your help takes us you're a platinum group. Oh yeah, a platinum group. Everyone, a platinum group. And we're thanking you. Yeah, thank you. Thank y'all.
And we say thank you to the Gratitudes. Each year, the Academy for Women of Achievement recognizes a Middle Tennessee company that demonstrates a commitment to assisting the entry and career advancement of its female employees. This year, the YWCA is pleased to honor an organization that embodies that mission. It is with much excitement that the YWCA recognizes St. Thomas Health Systems as the 2008 AWA Corporate Honoree. We will now ask Bev Weber, the Chief Operating Officer of St. Thomas Health Services, and Pat Shea, CEO of the YWCA, to join me on stage. St. Thomas Health Services, which includes Baptist and St. Thomas Hospitals in Nashville, Hickman Community Hospital in Centerville, and Middle Tennessee Medical Center in Murfreesboro, was chosen as the corporate honoree for its history of supporting the advancement and development of women. Women founded this leading faith-based healthcare system in Tennessee, and currently they make up 82.9% of its workforce. Again, women make up 82.9% of its workforce. As a champion for helping women, St. Thomas Health Services has implemented 2 community programs that support the development of local women. The first program is La Clínica Nuevo Vida, which provides prenatal care to low-income, uninsured, undocumented, and Spanish-speaking pregnant women. The second program is the Domestic Violence Task Force, which was established due to an alarming number of domestic violence victims being admitted to emergency rooms. In collaboration with the YWCA, St. Thomas Health Services is developing a fast-track program for victims to be admitted to the emergency rooms and transported to shelters. The company also has a number of programs that help women achieve work-life balance. Examples include job sharing of full-time positions, weekend alternative employment options, private nursing rooms, summer flex schedules, continuing education support and programs, and tuition reimbursement programs. So at this time, everyone, please congratulate St. Thomas Health Services in this fantastic achievement. So now let's hear what the Gratitudes have in store for our gold and silver sponsors.
Come on, get your hands together. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Sometimes we feel that we can't go on. It's like all of our gas is gone. Then you come along and feel like hope first. With your friendly words and your co-cash offers. Now our little world is turned around. Sponsors. Thank you. Come on, folks. Thank them right now. Thank you. Thank them right now. Come on. You've been there, and for that we are thanking you. You've been there with the cash that has seen us through. News Channel 5, we surely know that you care. Cause each year we knock you up there. One more thing that we got to grow. That earned her Purple video. This year both of you are gold, darling. Come on, folks. Thank him right now. Thank him right now. Come on. You've been there to help us all the way. And you've been there to sponsor AWA. You've been there, and for that we are thanking you. You've been there with the help that has seen you through. All state, southern region, can't you tell how much we love you? We think you'll swear. Verizon Wireless, look around. A better sponsor can't be found. What about this hotel, the Renaissance? So sponsor. Come on, folks, thank them. Thank them right now. Come on. You've been there to give us all the cash we need. And you've been there. Hey, you always taking the lead. You've been there to help us all the way. And you've been there to sponsor AWA. Thank you. All right. Woo.
All right, if you will, give the Gratitudes a great big round of applause.
Thank you.
All right, this evening we are here to honor 7 distinguished women who both individually and collectively represent the mission of the YWCA. These women are dedicated to making Nashville a better place to live and are role models to all of us. Please turn your attentions to the video screens to learn more.
Hi, I'm Claire Tucker, and I currently serve as President and CEO of Capstar Bank.
I'm Susan McClure. I'm a retired nurse and I do volunteer work.
I'm Eileen Catcher. I'm a partner with Catcher, Vaughn & Bailey Public Relations.
Hi, I'm Debbie Turner. I'm the President and General Manager of the News Channel 5 Network.
I'm Fran Hardcastle. My interests have been in health care for children as a volunteer.
I'm Bishop Vashti Murphy McKenzie, the presiding bishop of the 13th Episcopal District of the African Methodist Episcopal Church.
Hi, I'm Barbara Moss. I'm a lawyer with Stites and Harbison, and I've practiced law for 31 years. My favorite quote is from Helen Keller. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing. It's not that I've been so brave as to always have daring adventures. Sometimes I've been terrified, but I do believe that you have to take risk. There have been times in my life where I took a deep breath, and when I blew it out, something had changed. And you know, they were moments that I didn't choose, but they happened to me, and they made a difference.
The quote is, "Evil triumphs because of the silence of good men and women." That has been like a guide to my life, that there are certain times when you need to speak, even if you're the only one speaking. We were watching television. They were showing the news films of what was happening down south. This was the time when the hoses and the dogs were let out. First time I ever saw my dad cry. And he turned to me and he said, "Vashti, don't let anybody have to ask you what you did for your people, what you do for your community, and what you have done for your country."
The words that come to my mind are that I have embraced, but did not originate, nor do I know who did originate. I'm only one, but I am one. I can't do everything, but I can do something. And what I can do, with God's help, I will do. And I feel like what we can do, we can't pay back those who've gone before us, but we can pay it forward. And I think that's an important thing.
Well, I have always tried to do the love ethics that Jesus taught. Love with the Lord thy God with all my heart, with all my soul, and with all my strength. And love my neighbor as myself, not the person next door, but whoever I find to be my neighbor. One of the moments that I cherish is when my church in New Orleans decided they were going to help me come to Nashville to go to the American Baptist College to learn more about mission, because I was very, very interested in doing mission work there in the streets of New Orleans.
The quote that I try to pattern my life's work and activities after comes from the book of Micah in the Old Testament. What is asked of us but to love justice, to behave with kindness, and to always act in humility. The biggest life-changing moment for me was the day my son was born. Important as a mother, but also really crystallizing for me the importance of other people outside of myself.
The quote that I definitely use to guide my life is to live life every single day to the absolute fullest. I think one of the lessons I've learned in life, though, and have become more comfortable with as I've gotten older, is, you know what, it's okay to say no. And my philosophy now as I've gotten older is, unless I'm exceedingly passionate about it, I shouldn't be engaged.
Well, when I was in the 6th grade, all the girls had autograph books, and we took them around to have signed by friends and teachers. And I asked my dad to sign it, and he wrote in it, "Aim high and persevere." And I've always tried to live by those words. And I truly believe you can't second guess yourself throughout life. You just need to keep moving forward in a positive way.
There are so many opportunities for women and men now to choose a life's path. And I think they have to be very intentional about the decisions they're making.
I had an interesting experience early in my career. I had set some pretty lofty goals for myself, one of which I've now achieved, but a woman who I worked with at the time told me that it would be impossible in my lifetime for a woman to ever achieve that particular goal. So that really had an impact on me, in that it really ignited my passion to achieve that goal.
Claire, that's kind of interesting, because when I first became general manager at Channel 5, there was this big Landmark meeting, and the CEO of Landmark introduced me to the crowd as the first female general manager of a Landmark property. And I said, I certainly appreciate the introduction, but I do not want to be remembered as the first female general manager of a Landmark property. What I want to be remembered as the best general manager.
Oh, I can identify with that. Having been the first woman elected a bishop in the AME Church, all I wanted to do was to be the best preacher that I could, the best pastor that I could, and the best bishop that I could, being responsible for the people who looked to me for leadership.
In 1979, I was at a meeting with my boss downtown, and we were running late, and he said, I have a lunch at the City Club, you'll have to come with me. And so he took me over there. They took one look at me, stuck me behind a potted palm, and explained to him that I could not go into the dining room because women were not allowed to be members of the City Club. Fast forward to last year, the City Club called and asked me if I would go on their board. And even though I was kind of maxed out on volunteer opportunities, I thought this is an opportunity I cannot turn down.
Madeleine Albright says there's a special place in hell for women who don't help other women. So I make a real point to mentor women, and also men, because everybody needs to have someone to turn to. For the first 10 years that I practiced law, there was not another woman in the case or on the bench in any case that I worked on. It wasn't so much that anybody was to blame. It's that we were all growing up in a culture that didn't see women as powerful attorneys. And it was just something that had to be changed, and it has changed.
You know, I mean, it's just a whole different world. And, you know, I think it's just important that we all understand that times do change, but it does take, you know, perseverance by each one of us to make those changes.
The mentors that we had before us showed us what we could do, because they didn't have the type of things that we have now to work with, but they went on through, so we go through too.
When we discriminate against people by gender or race or any other characteristic that they have no control over, it's an easy way for us to say, they're not like me, and so I don't have to worry if they're poor, if they're disadvantaged, if they're put in prison when they're innocent. The goal of eliminating racism and eliminating sexism and all those other isms is a goal of taking away that easy answer and helping us to see that every person has inherent dignity and worth.
Many times we take a look at problems as being so enormous, so big, that we don't do anything about it. We become overwhelmed. But if we take it one child at a time, if you can influence the life of one child in your neighborhood, one child in your church, one child in your community, then you would have turned that child's life around, and that child can now touch someone else.
Interpersonal communication needs to be at the forefront, and young people, men and women, need to know when it's time to stop text messaging, to stop emailing, and to pick up the phone and call somebody, or to go visit them in their office or their home and have a face-to-face conversation.
One of those aha moments for me was early on as general manager, a group of African American employees from the newsroom asked to meet with me. And they said to me, in our entire career, and many of them had spanned many decades, they never felt included. So we do have a long way to go, and I'm focused on achieving that.
What I would say to other women today is that you really don't need to play the gender card, but just strive to be the best person that you possibly can in your position, in your career aspirations. And at the end of the day, I truly believe that the best person will be selected for the opportunity.
I think some of the organizations that we've been a part of, and the YW is certainly one, is an example of what women can do, and can do for other women, but for the community as well. And we recognize now that everybody has their own interests, their talents, their abilities, and gender and race are part of who we are, but it's not the defining part.
And I think gender and race do not have anything to do with what we are going through. We'll go through and we don't stop. And if you fall down, you get up and help to pull yourself up. And a lot of times we go through things that we think we cannot accomplish, but by our prayers and our thinking of others, I think we can do it. And I think that we will keep on until everybody will know that we are women that will achieve.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the YWCA, I am proud to present to you the AWA class of 2008. Fran Hardcastle, Eileen Catcher, Susie Mae Newsom McClure, my AME Bishop, Bishop Vashti Murphy McKenzie, Barbara Moss, Claire Tucker. All right, this is my boss, so you got to bring the applause way up, way up, way up. Debbie Turner. Congratulations to the 2008 Academy for Women of Achievement honorees. Again, one big round of applause for them, everybody. All right, we thanks again to our sponsors and to everyone for being with us tonight. Now, before I leave you, let me challenge each of you to follow the examples of this year's honorees. 7 women who are leaders in the community and serve as role models for the rest of us. I would also like to take this opportunity to let you know that there are beautiful centerpieces at your table. Those centerpieces are available for purchase. Now, if you are interested in taking one home, it's rather easy. All you got to do, there should be an envelope next to the centerpiece somewhere nearby the centerpiece. Just put a $20 bill, 2 10s, 4 5s, something, put it in there. But it's got to be 20. Don't put $19.50, all right, or 17 bucks. Put $20 in there for a donation, and you can take those home at the end of the evening. Also, too, you may purchase the Bold Faces of Truth posters at the tables in the lobby.